Today I'm going to review Consciousness. A Brief Guide to the Fundamental Mystery of the Mind by Annaka Harris. So this is a very short book. I think it's only like 130 pages. And I was really excited to read this book. I love introduction to topics. One of my favorite books that I've read in a long time. Actually, I read it a few years ago. It's called The Fundamentals of Ethics by Russ Schaefer Landau. And that was an introduction to the topic of ethical philosophy. And it covers a lot of different types of philosophy, and it's just a really good explanation of all the topics and the pros and cons and where they conflict with each other. And it really just illuminates that whole subject. And that's what I was hoping that consciousness would be. I was hoping it would kind of serve that same purpose, that you would read it and you get a good overview of all the different theories and how they conflict with each other. And you would learn enough to know kind of where your thoughts or where your feelings go towards, what you think is right, and kind of get a pretty good understanding of everything that's out there. Unfortunately, I think this book is a little too short. Like I said, it's 110 pages in. If you look at the pages here, just like the number of words on each book, there's really not that much content in this book. It was really good, though, at least what's written in there, the 100 pages or so that is in the book. It was really good. It was really great at talking about the most interesting parts of the mystery of consciousness. It doesn't spend too much time on any other areas. It really hones in right on the most interesting, mysterious questions, like the hard problem of consciousness and why it's so hard and how other theories are deficient. But like I said, it's only 100 pages, so I didn't feel like she spent enough time describing a lot of things. I thought the book could have used another 100 to 150 pages, at least the way the pages in this book are written. But it was still good. I enjoyed it. She seems to be a little biased towards a theory called panpsychism, where it's like the theory that everything's conscious, all materials, though really rudimentary things like rocks, like they can't experience the consciousness because they don't have the hardware, but there might be some subjectiveness to that experience nonetheless. And she tries to make a good case there, and it's kind of interesting. It's not what most people will think of when they think of panpsychism. A lot of people make a straw man argument for that theory, and they kind of make it seem like people think that rocks have feelings and things like that. But really, it's more about where does that subjective experience come from? And is it really just emergent all of a sudden out of nowhere when you have a complex system? Or is it some kind of physical law of the universe that's inherent in all matter? And it's an interesting case, but like I said, again, it's so short. I don't think she spent enough time developing it to really make it coherent or convincing. She just needed a lot more time. But I did enjoy the book a lot, like I said at the beginning. So I don't regret reading it, and I would recommend it. However, there's one hurdle you have to get over. The book just came out like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I think maybe early in June. I think it came out the 4th of June. Yeah, very recent, and so the prices are pretty high right now. The hardcover's like $14.50. The Audible book's like $11, and the Kindle version's like $13. And to compare that to what you could get, one of my favorite books, Behave by Robert Sapolsky, is currently $13.60 on Amazon for the paperback version that I have. That's right here. And just to give you an idea of how big these books are, there's a massive difference in the length of these books and how much content is in them. And the big book, Behave, is about the same price as what I paid for this hard copy. So I don't think there's a lot of value right now in getting this book. However, if that money isn't an issue for you, if that's not really a consideration, then definitely I would recommend going and getting this book. It's probably going to be better if you're not very versed on the topic. It's pretty general and kind of surface level. So if you've read very much or you're familiar with a lot of the theories, you probably won't get that much out of it. Probably maybe the panpsychism argument, because I don't really see that argument being made very intelligently in the books that I've read. A lot of them are more, there's a lot of stuff on like emergent properties of consciousness and that side, some dualism, but there's not that much in support of panpsychism. I might go try to read some because I thought the argument was interesting, not entirely convincing, but very interesting. So I might go read that again or look into more information on that. But like I said, if the money's not an issue, then go pick this up and give it a read. If not, if the money is an issue, you can probably get a lot of that information just from YouTube videos or some articles online. It's only 100 pages, so go spend an hour and a half, toying around on YouTube looking up different theories, and you'll probably get a pretty good understanding of those theories and what they entail and maybe how they conflict with each other. There might be a YouTube video out there right now that pretty much does everything that this book does. I haven't gone and looked for it, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's out there. So if that money's a hurdle for you, you're better off going for a book like Behave by Robert Sapolsky, where you're really going to get your money's worth and the amount of information and just the sheer quality and quantity of knowledge contained in the book. So I hope you guys liked this video. I've got more reviews coming soon. I know this review came out really soon after my last one. My next one will probably be a little bit longer, but I've got The Gene by Siddhartha Mukherjee, and then finishing up this other book of interviews with AI researchers that I've been working on for a while, but I just got busy and I didn't make that much progress on it. But that should be coming out, and then I've got a lot of more reviews coming. So again, stick around if you're interested in that. Like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.